name is Anthony Lee. I'm owner and operator of ENC Protective Services. What we offer is a concise firearms training as well as firearm instruction courses. What we're here to offer is something that everybody needs in their home. Everybody now in the state we're in is about personal defense, and that's what we need. You want to get that from a guy that has 2 decades of law enforcement experience. Also, I have experience with working with the community, teaching people how to shoot firearms for multiple years. So that's what you want. My organization will do 2 things: instruct you with thorough firearms training, also teaching you how to use your firearm. Some of the services that we offer: 1, concealed carry, which now in the state that we're in right now is crucial for personal and home defense. 2, we'll offer private instruction. Private instruction for individuals who don't feel safe with using their firearm, or when they get their firearms, you know, they haven't shot it, they got one because they know they need protection, but they don't know how to use it. 3, we offer tactical concealed carry. Again, when you get your concealed carry, a lot of people feel like that's all I need, but a lot of people never ever go back and touch that firearm again. Or if you get in a situation where you have to use it for personal defense, you do not know how to get it out the holster. For one, you can't get on target because it's a difference between defensive shooting and precision shooting. Also teach you with just firearms with your children in the home and just knowing more about firearms, period. All right, when you come out to the range, one of the first things you need to know is a couple things that you're gonna need that's gonna be key for you to, 1, be safe as you're on the range, 2, make sure you protect your hearing protection, and just to make sure you have everything that you need when you first come out. What you're gonna need is, I tell everybody, get you a go bag or a range bag. Pretty much, your range bag is gonna contain things such as ammunition, which I have right here. You can put your gun of choice inside. You wanna make sure you got hearing protection. You wanna make sure you have eye protection. So if you have those 3 things in, you want to make sure you got, if you're going to come out and you got, say for instance, depending on the type of range you go to. If you go to a range where they already have set up where you can post and put your targets up, you want to make sure you have a stapler or something of that such. You have ranges where they have ropes. In that case, you want to make sure you got clips and a good backing. So when you do go out, you'll have a good firearms experience and a good training experience. Here at ENC Protective Services, if you don't have those things, we also provide rental. We'll rent you this stuff, and that way, when you come out to shoot with us, you'll always be prepared, and it'll be an experience that you won't forget, and you'll want to come back for more training. All right, what we're gonna do now, we're talking about safe firearms. What I'm gonna do is, this is getting prepared for me to go and actually show you what ENC Protective Services offer. For one, you see when I'm handling this firearm, my finger is off the trigger. That's one of the rules. You always want to make sure this firearm is empty and there's nothing inside of it. As you can see, there's nothing inside. I don't have anything in the mag, so this firearm is clear. Second, you want to make sure your finger is off the trigger and not touching the trigger. You want to make sure your firearm is pointed in a safe direction as to where you can't harm anybody. And 4, you want to know your target and what's beyond it. Those are the 4 rules that you technically need to know before you even pick up this firearm. Now what we're gonna do is, this is the next step in preparing for the actual show you what ENC Protective Services has to offer. What we're gonna do is, first we showed everybody that the gun is empty. Now we're actually gonna load a magazine. These are live rounds. What I'm gonna do is, again, tilt the gun, insert my magazine. I'm going to rack the slide. The round is in this weapon at this point. Now I'm going to put this weapon down and holster it. And now that I have this firearm loaded, now I'm going to holster, as you see. Now we're ready for concealment. What we're going to do right now, I'm going to tell a lot of people about the difference between defensive shooting and precision shooting. When you're in a situation where you're carrying concealed, such as I am, you're going to be in a situation where if you engage a bad guy or someone that's trying to harm you, whereas you see this individual has a gun, what you want to do is, when you immediately see him, what you want to do is what they call get off the tee. When I say get off the tee, it means when this individual sees you, when you actually draw your weapon, you want to get off the tee, because basically all you're doing is you're trying to get a shot off to get that individual off you or to throw that individual off. That's why it's defensive shooting. Defensive shooting is not going to be like precision shooting or marksmanship when you hitting the target, you got your grip, you got your sight alignment and all that together. All you're trying to do at that point is get the individual off you so you can retreat to cover or concealment. Cover would be the most optimal choice. And what I'll do is I'll show you, going in slow motion, what you would do if you were engaged by somebody and say for instance you see the individual, they have a gun, they already presented. So this is just an example of what you would do in that type of situation. Say for instance, I'm walking up, I see this individual, he has a gun. He said, and as soon as he presents the gun, I'm gonna say, gun. I'm gonna slow is fast, fast is slow. Engage, and then I'm gonna retreat for cover. Once I get cover, I can come out for a precision shot. The precision shot is gonna be, now I'm aiming center mass. The first shot hit him in his shoulder. This one here, I'm going center mass. As you can see, when we come back up to the target, my first shot, which was my defensive shot, hit him here in the shoulder. As I retreated back and simulated cover, and I got my marksmanship, my precision shot hit him dead center mass. So that's what we're looking for. Next, I'll show you precision shooting. Precision shooting is when, again, marksmanship, where you're gonna actually go, you might already have the firearm in your hand, you might not be coming from concealment. So precision shooting is more, I'm getting on target, which my target is the 10-inch circle. From here, what I want to do is sight alignment. That means I'm gonna have my rear sight, my front sight lined up. And if you notice, I have this gun pointed down range the whole time I'm talking. That's where it needs to be at. But you'll have sight alignment, sight picture. My rear sights will be blurry, my front sight will be clear. My object is to hit the red in the center. So what I'll do is, I have my stance, I'm on target, I'm breathing, finger on the trigger because I'm ready to shoot, and breath, and it's empty. As you can see, 3 shots, 2 dead center. I was off here, but still, small target, small miss. All right, we've showed precision shooting, shooting at the bullseye. Now we're gonna show as we're shooting the steel. As you see, I'll shoot the steel and you will hear each target. Right now, I'm probably at the 15-yard line. So we're gonna engage. I have 5 shots and then I'll engage. As you see, I'm not loaded. Loading it, it's hot. I'm getting on target. And we're out. This is one of those chases, just say for instance, you out and about. Again, it goes to a difference between defensive shooting, precision shooting. You're at a point now where defensive shooting. You're sitting here talking to this individual, all of a sudden, he like, give me your money. What I'm gonna do is, you'll see me push off, draw, defensive shooting. I'm gonna fire 5 rounds, drop the mag, I'm gonna reload at a position where now I have distance on them where I can keep cover on them, and I'm gonna yell command. So this is how that simulation would go. Me and the individual talking, Gun. I push off. Put the gun down. Put it down. With the shots again, they were all defensive shots. As you can see, backing up, one defensive shot I missed. Again, it's not precision. The second one hit him in the mouth. Everything else, defensive shots, hit him in the body. When I got back and I engaged, I told him put the gun down. Everything else was center mass in the upper chest, torso area. That's what you're looking for. Starting out, as you can see, all I'm gonna do is this. As you can see, you have one in the chamber. She's loaded. I'm just gonna engage the target. And this is just marksmanship. And what we're gonna do is, this is more precision. Like I said again, it's just something that makes you a better shooter in the long run. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call them out. I got 1 through 6, I'll call them out. 1, 4, 5, 3, 'N I probably ain't hit that sequence because that one right there, I sucked on that one. Because I hit 2, boom. I hit 2 and 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Last but not least, we went through the situations where we described and explained to you what ENC Protective Services has to offer you. We went through, we showed you some brief shooting. Again, when you come talk to us, it's gonna be more in depth. Third, now the last and most important is cleanup. Okay. You always want to leave the range the way you found it. I came out here and I shot, and I want to pick up what I disposed of. So now all you want to do is just see me just picking up.